Okay, so today's inspiring question is, what is your true worth as an artist? And by the way, since I consider everyone to be an artist, so this question might apply to you as well. So let's get back to 3 years ago when I was looking for a professional photo studio to take a portrait of me. And I sent out emails to 10 different studios in the town, and I received replies from 9 of them by email. And all of them were quoting very similar prices for a very similar level of service. So they were quoting between 70 to 100 euros for a 1 to 2 hour photo shoot, and as a result you would be getting like from 10 to 20 portraits of you delivered by email. And they also sent me some samples, and I was devastated because those samples, they were simply not up to my standards. They looked like they were coming from, I don't know, like from very like newbie, beginner photographers. I don't even know if I could call, some of those people as photographers, because really it looked like shit. And so I was very confused. Like, I didn't really want to go for any of these options. And then one guy called me on the phone, and he, like the last guy, one of those 10, and he said, he just introduced himself in a polite manner. He described how his process works. So he said that at first he meets the client, he has some coffee with the client, he talks about life with him in a relaxed pace. He gets to know his client, he develops some kind of relationship. And then they go to his photo studio, and then, as he said, he takes some shots which will be very mediocre. Yes, he said it will be very mediocre shots. And then as time goes on, and as the client gets more and more exhausted, that's when he said will be this magical moment when the client is finally relaxed, when he's finally not afraid of showing his true personality, and that's when the best shots will happen. So he said he will deliver 5 shots in total. He will select the best 5, and the whole session will last around 4 hours. And then he quoted me a price. So his price was 500 euros. 500. And when I heard this price, I was stoked. Like, I couldn't say a word. Like a complete silence, stood for a few moments. And I was thinking, in my mind, my mind was ranging, like, who is he so that he can charge 500 euros for a photo shoot? He's charging like 5 to 7 times more than other photographers in town. So I was thinking, like, who is he? I have to see his samples. So I asked for samples. He sent me his samples over the email, and his portraits were very good. I wouldn't call them extraordinary, I wouldn't call them as perfect portraits, but they were very good. And the reason why they were very good, because I could feel his inspiration in those portraits. I could feel that the work that he was doing, he was truly inspired about. It was truly according to his highest values. He was realizing his highest values by taking portraits of these people. And this energy of inspiration is contagious. It was obvious that his clients were feeling his inspiration, and that's what you could see in those pictures. So the conclusion of this encounter was that whenever you do something that you truly love, something that is helping to realize your life's purpose, you are getting better and better and better at your craft every day. And at the same time, your worth as an artist is going up. And when your worth as an artist is going up, obviously you can charge more, and obviously that's when people want to pay you more, because they're looking for this exceptional service. So I was kind of devastated, when I was comparing, these options which I had. I realized that 9 out of 10 of these photographers, they were doing very mediocre work, very mediocre service for very average prices. And only one of them was brave enough to give exceptional service at exceptional price. And in the deepest levels of my heart, I truly believe that the world doesn't need 9 out of 10 mediocre artists. I truly believe that the world needs 10 exceptional artists, because there is no place for mediocrity. Mediocrity is not rewarded by the universe, because whatever you look at, around in the nature, nothing is mediocre, in this universe. Everything is amazing. So every human, I guess, he is always better off when he is trying to replicate the way of nature, when he is trying to replicate the way how the ultimate creator created the things. And the ultimate creator always strived for excellence. That's what we see. We don't see any bugs, in this world. We don't see any failures, from the ultimate creator. Everything seems kind of perfect, at this moment, but there is no limit for perfection. So everything is still improving. Everything is going higher and higher and higher in the levels of excellency. But so that's how I think humans should behave as well, if they want to be rewarded. So this is today's inspiring question. You can contemplate about this throughout your day. What is your worth? How do you value yourself? Are you living according to your highest values? Bye-bye.